go. Okay. Hola, Joann. Muy buenos días. Good morning, Joann. Let me go ahead and show you something. I want to share the listing that I want to talk about today. One
Good
sec.
morning. Yes, absolutely.
There it is. Let me see. See it?
Yes, I see it.
It is fully remodeled.
I can tell. Yeah, new
And
paint.
it's all brick all around.
That's good for insurance purposes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what do you think?
Oh, I think it's beautiful. Yeah. Where is it located?
It's on Foster Road. It's still San
Okay.
Antonio. It's still not quite
Mhm.
Converse, but it's like the borderline Foster and FM 78.
Okay, so that's about maybe 10, 15 minutes from my house because I live in Converse.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not too far from here.
No,
Yeah,
it's like 10 minutes
absolutely.
away
So
from your
it's a
house, girl.
great, yeah, so it's definitely a great location. Um, I know me personally, I love this area. And I can tell the house is nearby, so it's got a lot of great amenities. Um, I know we've got Randolph Air Force Base. So
Yeah.
if you're a veteran, uh, we're able to go on base and go shopping. We've got 35, we have 1604, we have I-10. The Forum is right nearby too, which is
Yes.
great.
I found that
Hmm.
out. Yeah. And I mean, that HEB is like down the corner, not even 3 minutes away from there.
Oh, yeah,
Walgreens, a bunch of
Walmart.
restaurants. Yes,
Hmm.
is like the location is like perfect location. We always say, right? Location. This one has it. In price,
Oh no, the
210,
price is absolutely, yeah, it's fabulous. 210,000. You don't see that anymore.
fully
So,
rehab, everything
yeah,
in that
fully
house.
remodeled.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. I did notice there's no garage,
There's no garage.
right?
Hmm.
Did they convert it
No, they
to a
actually
room?
built a house with no garage.
Oh, okay,
I
okay. So
asked
they can
that.
build like a little carport on the side of the house, which
Exactly.
I
And
see some of the neighborhoods.
mhm.
They've been doing that. So I also noticed on the description it's FHA available after January 15th, correct?
Absolutely. It's January 13, actually, so it's
The
coming up.
13th? Okay, okay.
That is
I guess I
actually
misread it.
that is actually when you and I are gonna have an open house, January
Hmm.
13, because
Okay.
that is going to be the date where we can offer FHA on that listing.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's going to open it up to a lot more buyers. So
Absolutely,
that's great.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yes, and I don't
Absolutely.
I don't foresee any problem with FHA. What do you think?
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, I mean, the floors are all renovated. It's freshly painted. It's all brick, so we don't have to worry about any chipped paint or anything on the outside of the house.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, the windows, everything looks really, really good. I love the colors. It's real
It's
pretty. That gray,
yes,
very
yes,
neutral looking.
yes.
So yeah, I'm looking forward. Looking forward to the open house.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the reason that we are waiting on FHA to be available. And reason being, this is an investment property, so the owner has not owned the property for the required time so that it can qualify for FHA. So um,
Hmm.
I did put it on the remarks because you and I know FHA buyers are all the first time home buyers. That's the biggest pool,
Hmm.
right, of home buyers. And I just had to disclose that and let people know this house will be available and sellable as FHA, but not yet. So,
Okay. Yeah, and there's a lot more programs too for down payment assistance for FHA. It's easier to
exactly.
qualify. Absolutely.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. So Location, absolutely. I mean, we still are not on a USDA area, but yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
programs that we can use on that one. You said it, Randolph. I mean, that's a great selling point for BA, right?
Oh,
And yeah, so and as I said, I mean, BA or FHA, I mean, the house is looking really really good, and it has
oh,
everything,
it
you know,
looks.
to pass inspections and all that stuff.
It's really nice. I really like it. Looking forward to going inside the house. Just the pictures alone, it
Exactly.
looks so
Yes.
pretty.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
it looks very
what can we
welcoming.
tell me a little bit about the programs? I mean, everybody knows that we work with UWM, and what kind of programs are we going to be offering? What kind of things can they come and ask us on January the 13th that we're going to have that open house?
Okay, well, as a mortgage broker, right, we have access to so many different lenders and so many different programs. As far as FHA and conventional, we do have several down payment assistance programs where there's some that's 100% financing. Those particular programs, the good thing about those is that it's actually up to 5% if you qualify, up to 5% to go towards down payment and closing cost or closing cost. And the assistance is against the purchase price. So what does that mean? That the buyers is the majority of the times able to get back their earnest deposit. So that's money that can go back to them at closing. We also work with other down payment assistance programs like TDHCA, TSHAC, where they will provide between 3 to 5% also towards down payment and or closing cost. However, those particular programs are the percentage will depend on your qualifications, right? What you qualify for, what you need, and that is based off of the loan amount. So the buyer will be required to put some kind of money investment into that, but still, they'll still be able to hopefully qualify for the assistance that's going to be needed. On those particular programs, like the 100% financing, the minimum credit score for that is for FHA is 580, so that's great. Now, for the other ones that are either the TDHCA or TSHAC, which is typically either a grant or it's a deferred assistance, which means that after 3 years, it's forgivable. Otherwise, it has to be repaid prior to that. The FHA and VA, you have to have a 620 minimum credit score. And if it's conventional, it's a 640 plus credit score. We also offer a great new program that just came into Texas. It's called the SPCP. What that stands for is the Special Purpose Credit Program. It's to help more first-time home buyers achieve home ownership. And what that does is it provides a $5,000 grant for first-time home buyers, and the $5,000 grant can be used towards the minimum requirement of the 3% for the conventional down payment assistance. You do have to have a minimum credit score of 620. um, your current address has to be within the eligible census tract at the time of application. So pretty much right now, the cities to qualify is anywhere between San Antonio, New Braunfels, Houston, Pasadena, the Woodlands, Brownsville, Harlingen, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, McAllen, Edinburgh, and Mission. As long as the address where you currently live is within that census tract, then you automatically qualify. The house that you're purchasing does not have to be within that census tract, so you're able to qualify for any home that you want. Another thing that's great about that particular grant is that we will reimburse the buyer up to $500 for their home warranty at closing, and I will also reimburse the buyer up to $500 on their appraisal fee that
Hmm.
they're going to be spending at closing. So,
Yes.
and you do
And
have to be a
to
first time
that,
home buyer.
and to that, if they go ahead and use my preferred lender, Joan Quinones, on that listing that I have, we'll be reimbursing also the home inspection, because I think that that is very, very important, you know. So yes, if they do go with you, I will be reimbursing that home inspection, because I want to make sure, you know, that they are ready. There's nothing wrong with the house, but there's always, you know, that sense of safety and just credibility, right?
Mhm.
That they're going to go into a house that is not going to need anything. I mean, the appraisal, I mean, the bank is not going to lend on a house that is not good. But still, you know, that sense of urgency, that sense of I I inspected the home. It'll be money that they're gonna have to pay for in advance, but at closing, I will go ahead and reimburse them for that as well. So that helps the buyer a lot. And yeah, I mean, that would be amazing, right? If they can go ahead and get the
That's
money
like
back at closing.
$6,500 that we're giving you.
Yeah,
That's about, yeah, $6,500. So wow,
we're
that's a
still in the spirit
huge
of
saving.
giving. Yeah, we're still in the spirit of giving. So inspections, I mean, we can definitely you can join me, right, on Friday morning, and I'm going to be joining Elvia Williams with your time inspections.
Ooh,
And
she's
you know
great.
she's our
I love
girl.
Elvia,
You know she's our girl. So I am
my
gonna plug her
homegirl.
in here. If you need somebody that knows her stuff, and somebody that is so credible and very much loved by our San Antonio community, I mean, that is
Mhm.
a gal that you gotta just keep it in your pocket, because she knows her stuff. Just the way that we know our
Knows
stuff,
her stuff.
she knows inspections, and I trust her. I mean, I trust her with my own home. So with my own
Mhm.
listings, with my buyers, I mean, that's the girl. You need an inspector. That's the company that you're gonna go with. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to go with her, but I mean, why not?
She's
I'm
highly
gonna reimburse
recommended,
you for
so
it.
very sought out.
Exactly, exactly. So okay, so that house can go FHA. The house can go BA. The house can go conventional.
Conventional.
Yeah, the only one that cannot go, because the house does not qualify for USDA, is not in a USDA area. But I really,
Yeah.
really love the information that you share here. Maybe we can go ahead and put a PDF, you know, with all those options
Okay.
on the comments, because that's a lot of information, but it's a lot of money that Joanne is trying to give you guys, and I'm going to add up to that. So there's something else,
Absolutely.
Joanne. This seller is motivated to sell. He wants to sell. So what
Oh,
can we do with the money that he's willing to concede? What can we do with
well,
those seller concessions?
they can either go towards the closing cost, or we can also, there's a 1-0 buy down program that we offer, where the seller can use those concessions to help you buy down the rate for the first year. So an example would be, let's just say right now, your interest rate, you qualify it as 7.75 or 7.50. Um, the seller will provide whatever the cost is to buy down that interest rate for the first year. So you still have to qualify for the 7.75, right? However, your first year, that rate will be brought down to a 6.75, or 1% down from whatever the interest rate is, the beginning. And for that first year, your monthly payments will be lower. So you'll be paying a lower monthly payments based on that lower interest rate of the 1% lower. And then the following year, your interest rate will go back up to whatever you qualified at the beginning. You can always refinance that in the event that rates do go down. So you can always refinance that, and get take advantage of that lower interest rate. And if there's any money left over because that 1 year time frame hasn't yet come due, whatever is left over and that account that the seller provided will be provided towards your loan as a principal reduction.
Woo, woo. Yeah, we're just giving money away. So uh,
Absolutely, yeah.
thank you.
And If you do the loan through March 31st, the 1-0 buy down, we will also reimburse you the appraisal fee at closing.
Man, aren't we
So
just
money,
in the
money,
giving
money.
spirit? Yeah, Christmas is over,
We're in
but
the
the giving
giving.
spirit keeps on giving.
Keeps on giving. That's right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look one more time at that house, okay? And we'll be leaving with that. Our information is it's scrolling on the bottom of the screen. If you need to reach out to get pre-qualified, you want that free money, go ahead and reach out to Joann. You want to go ahead and wait and meet us in person? Absolutely.
Mhm.
We're going to be there from 11 to 3 on January 13th, okay? And let's go ahead and take a look at that house one more time. Okay, but it's
Absolutely.
better if you go see it in person. But I'll go ahead and show that right now. 1 second.
Thank you.
Okay, there it is. There. And there
Great
it is.
article.
Thank you so much, Joanne. As always, it's a lot
You're
of fun
welcome.
talking loans,
Oh,
talking real
and
estate.
I am bilingual for those that speak Spanish or si necesitan alguien que habla español, aquí a la orden, soy bilingüe.
Y
So se
estamos
pueden
aquí en San
comunicar
Antonio.
conmigo.
Aquí está en San Antonio, Joanne también.
Aquí estamos en San Antonio para ayudarlo.
Gracias, Joanne. Nos vemos pronto.